Okay, guys, right at the end of the last one, Jimba made a point about cylinders, and I'm just going to draw it up here and I'll erase it. Well, I'll go back to the intro for just a moment. Let's look at this cylinder. Well, let's look at the one at the bottom. This is what the cylinder looks like when I cut it open. So all I have to do is find the area of one circle and multiply it by 2, and then I have the area for both of them. And then I just add the area of that rectangle. So good job on that, Jimba. All right. Now, next example, it says find the surface area of the prism. You should already be working on this thing and finishing this thing up. But guys, remember, whenever I have a box, I have a front and a back. I also have a top and a bottom. And I also have a left and a right. And I'm abbreviating some of these and some of them I'm not. I'm just going to find the area for each one of these little rectangles and then add them up. That's my surface area. So if I look at, let's just look at the front for a moment. I can see from back here that this thing is 2 inches tall. So the front is 16 times 2, which is 32. But if the front's 32, the back has to be 32 because this is a box. This is also 2 and 16 back there. Okay? All right, so I've done the front and the back. I think I'm going to do the top and bottom now. If I look at the bottom, I'm going to see that this is 16 and that is 16. So the area of the bottom is 16 times 16. Now, if you have your old trusty calculator in front of you, which you do, you'll multiply those two things and see that 16 squared equals 256. Okay? But if that's true of the top, then it's true of the bottom. I'll put my units in at the end because I know this is area, the units have to be squared. So it'll be inches squared when I get to the end. Now the left and right side, well, I know the right side is also 2 inches by 16 inches, so that's going to give me 32 for that one and 32 for this one. So I'll just write it in here, 32 and 32, and I add them all up. All right, so what do we get here, Mr. C? Well, I know that this is 64, I know that this is 512, and I know that this is 64. I'll go ahead and add those two. That's 576 and 64, and now I only have two numbers. So 10, 14, 640. 640 feet, trees, cars? No. Inches squared. Inches squared. All right? So that's the area. That's how much cardboard I would need to make this what looks like a pizza box. Okay? Something like that. All right? Thank you, guys. I'll see you at the next example.